Hello, 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 and welcome back to Chapter 3 of Dark Souls 3, The Convergence. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing well. Just to put a little timestamp on what's going on in the world right now, the state I live in, has decided they wanted to open back up completely. So, yeah. For them, I guess COVID didn't exist or something. I don't know. All I know is, luckily, the city I live in, our mayor is very intelligent, and he's decided he's going to keep the mask mandate going for us. So I'm like, thank you, guy. Like, thank you for looking out for us, because God knows our governor isn't. But anyway, enough of the negative. So we are at the Undead Settlement. I kind of like this place. Not really sure what the goal of this episode is going to be, because I truly do not think I can beat the tree. But I think if we can at least get to the tree and like look around the area and find everything, I think we'll be doing fine. Also, you may have noticed I did not level up. That is because I am trying to save my souls, because I'm doing a horrible job at it. Because I'm fixing to get a book to be able to buy new spells for the druid, and I want to buy some new stuff before I use all my stuff to level up with. Go away, you stupid doggy. Oh, here comes the doggy. Oh, he's fast. Okay, bye, dog. So yeah, I think if we can get the area explored, and we do well with that, I think we may call that a victory for the day. Oh, I thought I heard you, you little shit. Because as you can see, this spell it's good, but it's starting to kind of like taper off of being as good as it was. So we need to get something better. Oh. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. There we go. That scary thing in the sky, that thing summons that thing. If that thing stays alive, it will shoot me dead. Fuck that thing. It's not nice. And also, you're the one who summoned him, so you have to die now. Bye now. I got more Twinkly. I got Blood Orb, Chloranthy Ring, and the Alluring Skull. It's also a cool dragon down there. So I talked with some friends and some people that have been watching. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. About things I should talk about. And I think, first episode... Okay, bye, y'all. I think for this episode, we're going to discuss, coming out. And, the gayness. And all of that. Because I am 31 years old. And I, surprisingly, living in the Deep South as I do, I live in a extremely conservative area, or back in the day, it was. Again, 31 years ago. It was a very conservative area, Bible Belt, church going all the time, all of that nonsense. But like, I always knew I was different, never once questioned that, it was either this or that. I think at one point in time, maybe when I was younger, I felt more on, like, the feminine side of life, but was never like, okay, I think I might be, I might be trans. I don't think I ever thought I was trans. But I knew I was weird. I knew I was different. I was just like most guys. You get a beard to cover up the gay. For people who are listening that may not know what a beard is. A beard is what a gay guy gets. It's a girl, and he quote unquote dates her, and it's to basically trick people to believing that you are straight because you have a girlfriend. You know, you're doing girlfriend things, like boyfriend girlfriend things like that. It's basically to make people think, oh well, no, he can't be gay. He's got a girlfriend. Definitely had a couple of those because I was like, you know. And I never truly thought I was actually attracted to these girls. Ever. Just at the time, I mean, I was young. I didn't, and this is, again, 30 years ago, I didn't have, like, the icons that we have to look up to now, like, you know, RuPaul, Gaga. We had Madonna, but even Madonna was still, like, we didn't fully look at her like that way. At least not around here. Because around, like, where I live, it was, like, you know, you went to church every Sunday, Wednesday, you were there when the doors opened, all of that. And, it was just a weird time. But surprisingly, was never bullied. Never bullied in school. Even when I started to act a little more flamboyant at school, was never picked on, was never teased, made fun of, none of that. Which, looking back on it now, is extremely fortunate, because the things that I've seen other kids go through, and just people, even today, like even in 2021, it's like, it's 2021, Beverly. Like, why are we still teasing kids and teasing people for being lesbian, for being gay, transgender, bisexual, asexual? Like, dude, isn't the world scary enough with the political climate? The fact that the world is just gone to absolute pot. Isn't it scary enough without us all fighting each other? Like, I don't understand it. But anyway, I never really put an idea on what I was until I think it was my 9th grade year. I was in choir, obviously, you know, singing my little gay heart out, and there was a guy in my choir class who was openly gay. Everyone knew it, and he came, like, I was doing errands around the school for the choir teacher, and, like, I was running around the school, going to talk to all these teachers, doing all this extra stuff. I finally get back to class, and, like, it's like winter time. My cheeks are red, they're flush, all this. And he comes up to me and just, like, he pinches my cheeks, and he was like, I think you have, like, such the cutest set of cheeks I've ever seen on a boy. And I immediately was like, I've never felt this way about anything anyone's ever said to me. Ever. Ever. So, it was an eye-opening, like, it was like the gates opened up, I knew exactly who I was, who I wanted to be, everything. Cut to, like, I think it was probably like my junior year, maybe my senior year, was when I finally started, like, talking to people about being gay. about me being gay. Like, told my best friend. She was like, duh. And I was like, I know, it's fine. I just wanted to tell you because I want to tell you. So, you know, super supportive, all of that. And like, I had gotten to the point when I was at school, I never really tried to hide, like, being gay or being different or weird. I never said it, so I never truly came out in high school, but I never hid it, if that makes sense. It was just kind of understood, and again, was never bullied, was never teased for it. Like, people were, you know, they didn't care. And I think it was because, like, I wasn't, like, a popular kid, but I got along with everybody. Like, I was always funny, I always made jokes with people, like, just never really had a reason for people not to like me. Which kind of trails into nowadays, like, not to sound like, you know, like I'm the best, I'm the shit, but it's like, it takes a lot. I think it takes a lot for people to just absolutely not like me. You may get annoyed with me, but at the end of the day, we're still gonna be friends, and you're still gonna like me. Now I have a couple of people that do not care for me at all, and to those people, I would like to make amends. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, I'm not going to... Basically, I didn't end it, so I'm not going to extend my hand. They did it. They can reach out first. Anyway, back to the story. So telling all my friends, that I think will, you know, be okay with it. And, you know, they're all fine with it. Like, all my friends think it's great. They love it. They love me. It's all well and good. At this point, still have yet to come out to, parentals. Have not come out to the parents. That comes much later in life. Around 16, yeah, I turned 16, I got a job. And then working in public, I was working at a deli, or I was working at a restaurant, and it was the first time I had ever actually worked with, gay people. Like, worked with people like me. I worked with, two absolutely awesome, people of color that were lesbians. Nicest women in the world, would do anything for you. But at the time, I still wasn't telling people that I was gay. If I didn't know you, I didn't tell you. And one day, one of the ladies, I was having a bad day because I was still, like, fighting with the emotion of, like, wanting to tell everybody and wanting to be, like, open to the world, and I didn't know how, and she cornered me in the walk-in cooler and was like, you're gonna tell me what's wrong and you're gonna tell me now. And I was like, I'm going through a lot, I'm going through some emotions right now that I don't really know how to process well. And she was like, is it about you being gay? And I was like, how do you know that? And she was like, honey, I'm a lesbian, I can tell. And I was like, well, it does have a lot to do with that, because I was like, I see you and I see, you know, the other worker, and you're all, like, you're both so happy with who you are, and I want to have that. And she was like, if you want to have it, all you have to do is she's like, just be who you are. Be who you are, be who you want to be. it will all fall into place. The people that want to love you for you, they will be around you. The ones that don't, they'll they'll, you know, exit stage right. They'll be out of your life. And, like, she made it make so much sense to me. To the point where I was telling everybody. I was like, you know, I'm telling the whole damn world, that I was gay. And it really started to, like, open things up for me. And, again, still haven't told the parents, mainly because I was living in their house. Again, at this point, I'm 16, 17 years old, so this is, still way back in the day. I graduated in 07, so it was maybe like 06 or 05 when this was all going down in my life, in my brain. I ended up quitting there, and I worked there for about 3 years. I worked all the way up through, all the way through the rest of high school, first year of college. Didn't stay in college very long. That's a whole other story for another time. Ended up quitting there. Went to go work with my dad. And not to say anything just, like, horribly negative or anything like that. My dad is not, or I say is, he was at the time. He's gotten much better. At the time, was not the most accepting of the homosexual persuasion. Neither were the people on his crew. So, I needed a job. I needed money. So I went to go work for my dad, working construction. Yes, little gay boy in construction. Great times. Not really much was ever said. Like, there wasn't really anything, like, bad going on until I got the experience to go work in New York City. Beautiful city, beautiful place. Love to visit, would hate to live there. It's expensive as hell. Anyway, our neighbors, in the apartment we were staying at in the Bronx, were a gay couple. And my dad and his crew, they found it to just be like the best thing to just constantly calling out all of these, just these horrible, horrible gay slurs all the time. We're on the job site. We're at the apartment. We're going out to eat. They're constantly talking about these guys, and they're talking so negatively about them. And it started to affect me more and more every day. And I had gotten to the point where I was on the verge of suicide. I was not happy anymore. I felt like my parents, I felt like if I told my parents, they weren't going to love me. They weren't going to care about me. Nothing. And I was ready to jump. I was ready to jump off the balcony in New York City. That was the lowest I have ever been in my entire life. It was the saddest moment of my life. And I made the decision, the very smart decision, to quit and come home. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I talked to my mother about it, and she was like, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, because if I keep doing this, you know, you're never going to see me again. I'm like, it's going to be over. And so my mom told my dad while we went home for Christmas. So my dad, when we got back to work, I hadn't talked to my dad about me quitting yet. So when we got back to work after the Christmas break, my dad decided he wanted to try to embarrass me in front of the crew, talking about I couldn't handle the pressure and I was quitting when we went home again and I filed my taxes. And I did not take this well, as you could probably imagine. I was like, no, 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 no. It's not that I can't handle doing what we're doing, because I'm doing it better than most of the guys you have on your team. I was like, I'm going home because I'm not working. I can't work for somebody like you. I was like, you are a monster. You are not a good person. I was like, if I never have to speak to you again, I'm fine with that. And the rest of the time I was in New York and working with my dad, it was one of the most awkward times of my life, because we were not on good speaking terms. And once I got home, I wasn't there when he would come home from work, because the way it worked, we would work a week, or we would work a month, sometimes 6 weeks. We'd come home for like 3 days. And I had started to the point where if he came home, I went to a friend's house. I was not there if he was there. I was like, I don't want to see this man. I don't want to see this man. I don't want to know anything about this man. I don't care about this man. And our relationship stayed strained for a long, long period of time, because I just absolutely hated this man. I hated everything about this man. And I can't remember if it was before or after the suicide thing, if I had told my mother that I was gay. I do remember the way it happened, and it was probably the funniest thing in the world. We were somewhere in the car, and I was looking out the window. There was a guy running by us, no shirt on, beefy guy, very attractive. And I was like looking out the window, and she was like, ooh, she was like, he's kind of hot. She was like, you think he's kind of hot, don't you? And I was like, I didn't say anything. And then just about 30 seconds later, just absolutely blurted it out. I was like, so I'm gay. Just wanted you to know. And she was like, okay. And then that was it. That was literally it. That was all we said. Granted, we talked about it more a little later on in life, but at that moment, that was all we talked about. Because later I ended up getting a boyfriend, and we were talking about, you know, me having the boyfriend. Like, she wanted to know about him, all this kind of stuff, and yeah. So, coming out to my dad, surprisingly, just happened last year, I think. Because I also dabble a little in drag. I like doing makeup. I like doing like my makeup. I love makeup. I love all that stuff. I don't live with my parents anymore. I've moved out. I've been moved out for a couple of years now. And so I worked like a later shift or something, because I usually go into work at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, okay. I was like, I'm working an early shift. I think I'm going to do my face today. I was like, I feel like I want to be pretty today. So full beat, full face and makeup, snatched for the gods. My parents come shopping. my dad's never seen me in makeup before. Well, he got, you know, his shot today. Well, he sees me, and he's like, why do you have that on? And I was like, why not? It's makeup. I was like, I like wearing it. It makes me feel good. And he was like, and then he just like looked at me, and he went like down another aisle, like they went to continue their shopping. Well, I found him later on. I was doing my job, and I found him a little later on the aisle, and I was like, I want to ask you a serious question. And he said, what? And I was like, do you not love me anymore? He was like, no, I still love you. And I was like, okay. I was like, are you disappointed in me? Are you upset with me? And he said, no. He was like, his whole thing was, he was not going to get a grandchild from me. And I have a sister, and I have a sister, I have a niece, like all that, but it's always, and anybody who's come out to parents, they know it's always harder for the dad to accept it than anybody, because they want a grandchild, because they want like the family name to be taken on. They want all that. And I told him, I was like, I can still adopt. I can still have a kid. It's not that big of a deal. And we didn't really talk about it anymore. Didn't talk about it on the phone, nothing like that. Well, cut to a couple of weeks later, I randomly get a phone call from my dad. And he basically calls me to tell me that he's sorry for the way he reacted when, you know, I came out to him. And that he loved me. He loved me, and he accepted me for who I was. And I asked him, I was like, what changed? And I have a cousin who had just recently came out. And his dad and my dad are like best friends. And my dad, in his brain, he had failed as a father because I came out gay. And my uncle was like, no. He said, I'm going to tell you right now. He said, you did not fail as a father. There's no way you could have failed as a father unless you would have given up on your child. He said, your child is no different than what he was when you knew. Because now your child trusts you enough for you to know everything there is to know about him. And me and my dad had about a 20-minute conversation about it. And we are in a much better place now. He is more accepting of me. He's more accepting of my community. And he's still not without his problems. He's still very backwards in some of his views. But he is making the effort to learn. And that's really all you can ask. I have never given up on my parents. Now, rest of my family, that is a wildly different story, because my grandmother and my aunt made sure to let me know in public at my job at that, because I had posted some photos of me and a guy I was dating at the time. Like, we had started dating, so I like shared some photos of us because I was like, you know, we cute. Like, let's be you know, cute little Facebook couple. And they first attempted to pit me against my mother and was like, well, you know, every time you made a gay post or something like that on Facebook, your mom always said that somebody hacked your account and she was trying to cover for you and da-da-da-da. I was like, cover for me from what? I was like, I don't believe you. I was like, no. And then like my grandmother was like, well, we see that you're we see you started dating a guy. I was like, yeah. I was like, he's a really cool guy. And she was like, well, she's like, I don't approve of it, and you know, I don't think it's right, but we still love you. And I was like, okay, I also don't remember ever asking you for your opinion or validity from you. And I was like, I don't care whether you support me or not. I'm a goddamn adult. And like it absolutely infuriated me. And I was like, no. I was like, absolutely not. I honestly don't remember the last time I spoke to them, to be completely honest. Because it upset me that much. I was like, you couldn't just say nothing. You had to say that.
Yes.
You just had to be a bitch. So I've chosen that. I'm like, I don't need them in my life. I don't need to be around that kind of energy. Like, I don't need any of this stuff, do I? What? I technically am using pyromancies. I'll take the skirt. Yeah. I'll take the skirt. Wait, you can go in that? That's not supposed to be a thing. But yeah, so that's basically the whole thing. It's not really all of that kind of alright, so we have to quit out for this part because I don't want to warp back. I don't want to waste a homer bone. We're just gonna quit out and then reload it. That way it pops me back outside of this little area. I don't know what this spell is, but I want this. This looks fun as fuck. Okay. Wait, why are you running around me? Why are you attacking me now? Fuck off, guy! Did Hydrate make you mad? I don't know. Fuck off. Eat a whole ball of fucks. But yeah, so like that was my whole story. It really not all that exciting. Like there's nothing really to tell. But it just, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of the lucky few who like had a good coming out, had a good childhood, had a good life. Like everything was okay. And it's sad to think that not everybody gets that life. Like, not everybody gets to be happy like that because there are assholes in the world who tell you that who you are isn't right, that who you are is wrong and it's a sin. And it's like, bitch, no. It's like, according to your Bible, Jesus hung out with a hooker, so shut up. Or a whore, whatever you call her. It's like, so no, your words are false. You don't get to say that. So this door is open. Let's see, 35 minutes. I think we're going to attempt the tree. Oh, I found the mound makers. I didn't find that on my other character. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna go around. We're gonna attempt to fight that wasn't supposed to be like that. We're gonna attempt to fight the tree. See how well that goes. And then probably call it there. Sorry if this episode wasn't like as, you know, upbeat and peppy and all that. It's not a bad story. Like, it wasn't like, you know, like I was beaten, thrown out, anything like that. It's something I felt like I wanted to talk about. And I've talked with a couple of friends and they were like, you know, you should talk about it. It's something like, you know, it's something that people can identify with. Ow! Fuck you. That hurt you, bitch. But, yeah, so I promise not all of our conversations are gonna be like that. We're gonna talk about fucking everything. We're gonna talk about music, we're gonna talk about movies, we're gonna talk about Drag Race. I hope some of my viewers are fans of Drag Race, because we are going to talk about Drag Race, because I'm a huge Drag Race fan. We're gonna talk about other video games. Like, we're obviously gonna do like Dark Souls 3 theories and things like that. Like, we're just gonna do it all. Like, every week's gonna be something new. I'm about to get fisted. Like, hardcore fisted. Uh-oh. No! I hate this thing! Oh, it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. Fuck, I got pinned. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I should have been actually trying to fight those things instead of running away. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's do it again. Alright, let's use one of these. You're already coming at me, you bastard. Get away. Also, and this is something else too. I plan on. I think I've said this once before. I plan on getting a capture card. Once I do, I'll be able to record on some more systems or whatever. If there's a specific game that you are interested in me playing, let me know. Let me know in the comments. If there is a specific game that you want, like if there's a game you want to play with me, like, you know, I'm always down to play with new people. Like, you know, you can have a mic if you want. You don't have to have a mic. It's fine. Like, I'm always down to play with people. Like, and especially if it's somebody that, like, I feel like isn't just gonna be a toxic shithead. Especially if we end up playing something like Apex or Fortnite or Overwatch, because Mom's not good at those. Sorry about it. Now you give me some Dark Souls, Neo, Mario, things like that. Oh, I'm kicking ass, taking names. Other than that, don't know. Scary games as well. Love a damn scary game now. I cast the wrong spell on myself. I was trying to hit this thing because he's going to turn into a nasty, and I don't want that. There we go. Okay, we're going to grab this. That's the Way of White. Thought that's what that was. Bastard. Okay. That sounds like he turned into the nasty. So we don't want that. Am I still healing? I am still healing. That lasts for a long time. I just wish it healed a little more at a time. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, we're hitting the 40-minute mark. So if you have stuck around this long, I don't know whether or not I salute you, or Is the internet out of videos? Did something happen? Did someone else get canceled and I'm just getting lucky right now? No, I'm totally kidding. I absolutely thank everybody for watching. Even if you're only watching for a couple of minutes, even if, like, you know, you're busy, you just want to click on, you want to give me a view. I'm fine with that too. Like, that's great. Like, thank you so much for support. Like, I want this to be good. I want this to be fun. Oh my god, can I literally just eat away at his life like this? Oh, Diva, never mind. This may be 100% doable. It's gonna take all fucking day, though. Ow, I just let that thing just absolutely clobber me, too. Get him, Centipede! No, 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 no. Alright, get him, Centipede! There we go, motherfucker. Oh, wow. Get him, Centipede! Damn, this is not how this fight is actually supposed to be going. I am getting to eat away at a lot of his life, though, which is nice. I need to be able to get to the jimmies in the front. Give me your damn egg set. Why are you... This one took a long time the last time I tried this too. I don't know if they buffed it or what, but... Oh, I almost got sat on. There we go. We got the jimmies. We got the motherfucking jimmies. Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Oh my god, we killed the damn tree. Work, Diva. Yes, God. We fucking did it. I did not expect to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck yeah. At least now I know how to do it on my alternate character. Okay, so... we're gonna call that an episode. I got pretty quiet by the end of that, but you know. So we are going to do a stabam because we beat it. We're going to light this motherfucking bonfire. We're dirty as fuck again. And I'm gonna call it for now. So let me know what you want me to talk about next time. Anything's up for grabs. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and bye, guys!